Boy Meets World is my favorite TV show, and I recently just got done watching the entire series. Now, I'm not saying like I just recently watched it. I watch it all the time. Like how most people watch Friends or The Office, I watch Boy Meets World. Hell, even my buddy Dan and I had a podcast about Boy Meets World. I grew up watching Boy Meets World, so when I found out that the cast was doing an appearance at a convention in Columbus, I had to go. This must be the place.
I didn't know it when I wrote the joke. I wrote the joke about 9 months ago.
So I had my brother tag along with me, and we drove all the way to Columbus, and we made it to the convention center, which right in front had the Arnold statue. And you can't go to Columbus and not pose in front of the Arnold statue. And inside the convention center, this place was packed, shoulder to shoulder, nut to butt. People were everywhere. And inside, there's this uncanny valley severed LED head. My brother and I are walking through the convention, and inside, as you walk through, the guests are like right there in front of you. And first thing we did was we met James Murray from Impractical Jokers. And Murr is pretty cool. We just got to hang out with him and shoot the shit. And at GalaxyCon, we even saw
Steven Seagal.
I'm not sure why I did that. That was kind of mean. It was pretty cool to see how decked out everybody was in their cosplays. From Stormtroopers to Ghostbusters to even Chainsaw Man. And even this guy's butt crack. And it wasn't just vendors and cosplayers, there was tons of photo opportunities too. You got Vigo the Carpathian, there's the Martians from Mars Attacks, this chick from One Piece, which they wouldn't let me touch, and deservingly so. And inside there was just tons of stuff to buy, like all this Back to the Future merch, Jaws. They even had Japanese N64 games. And one booth even had an array of Japanese gacha machines. My wife is a huge fan of Hello Kitty, so I surprised her with one of these mystery gifts from the gacha machine.
A ball. I want a purple one.
Yep.
This guy was selling trading cards for $1, so my brother and I just jumped in and got a bunch of random cards.
Adam's Family and Indiana Jones. Which one you get it? Go ahead, brother. What's your wish? Bigger wiener.
And being a comic book fan for years, we made it to the Artist Alley, and I finally got to meet Tim Seeley, who created Hackslash, one of my favorite comic books. He signed my original copy of Hackslash, and he was impressed that I kept it in perfect shape all these years. Got to meet a longtime hero of mine, Jonan Vasquez. I told him how his artwork influenced me, and which led me into making my own animated feature. And he was excited, he wanted to see it. And he signed my copy of Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. Continuing walking through the crowd, I ran into Allison Kay and Marty Bell from Impact. Then it came time. The photo op with the Boy Meets World cast. Walking there, I was thinking about how my brother and I grew up watching Boy Meets World, and how I just recently rewatched the entire series, and now I'm watching Girl Meets World. And as we're waiting in line, we see Mike Tyson just walking out of the bathroom after he just took a shit. So growing up with the Boy Meets World characters, we walk into the photo booth, and I walk up to Danielle Fishel, and she greets me with a big hug, and I say, "Hey Topanga," and she just looks at me and goes, "Some people call me Danielle, but most people call me Topanga." Then they snap the photo, and like I said, Boy Meets World is my favorite show, and how most people rewatch Friends or The Office, I watch Boy Meets World. It can make you laugh, it can make you cry, and every episode is just perfect. And it's a show all about finding your own way and supporting each other, no matter what. And in retrospect, I should have cosplayed as Mr. Feeney. I already have the mustache. Then we leave the convention, and before we go home, we stop at this Pizza by the Slice restaurant, and as soon as you walk in, you're immediately rickrolled. The bathroom door leads to nowhere, but this place was packed with convention goers. So we see they offer a Hell is Real pizza, so growing up in Ohio, my brother and I had to try it. And it was one of the best pizzas I've ever had. Then we make the 2-hour trip back home, and I'm not really sure how to end this video, so here's an awkward clip of me doing random B-roll in a hallway. Fina! Fina!